Hey guys, VentureFox here. Welcome back to Elite. Now, there was a big breaking news in Elite this morning that one of the generation ships had been discovered. Now, if you know a little bit about the lore, then you'll know that before humans generated their jump drives, their ability to transfer between different solar systems, they sent out generation ships. These massive ships would go out into space and try and find worlds to populate, basically, and just sort of spread the human seed out into the galaxy. Now, one of these ships has finally been found. They had no idea where they were before today. So I thought I'd head out to the Lycaon system, which is only about 50 light years from the Sol system. And I thought I'd go and check out where this generation ship had been found. As you can see on screen here, the generation ship is about 22,000 light seconds from the 10th planet. What you have to do is go to the 10th planet in the system, aim towards the Hore system, and just fly for a couple of minutes. Once you get to about 22,000 light seconds, you jump into this. From this point on, you're going to get some spoilers, guys, so if you don't want to see the ship, if you don't want to listen to the logs, then please just stop now. You have a good look around the ship once you get there. It's actually a pretty big ship. I mean, it would have to be, because these generation ships were sent out in order to carry the seed. There are a lot of people on these ships when they go out. Now, I was playing in open, so you can see here there are a fair amount of people in the system. Obviously, once the word got out, everyone just started heading there. It's not that hard to find, but you do need to head straight towards the Hore system, because you have to get within 1,000 LS of the actual ship before it shows up on your scanners. Now, these uplinks can be scanned with the new data scanner, the data link scanner that's on the ships in 2.3. You have to get within 200 meters. But once you do, you can then activate it. It works just the same way as like a system discovery scanner. So once you scan, as you can see here, you'll eventually get your log. And there you go. And it will show up in your comms panel in the top left there. Now, there are 5 to discover on the ship, and they're pretty difficult to find. I flew around for a fair while before I found all 5. They show up as little grey boxes, so you've got to keep an eye out. If you've already scanned one, and you try and scan it again, it tells you that you already have that information. Here I am scanning the last one. I must say, those new Anaconda skins look really cool. I was thinking of getting one in red for my Python. Okay, so I'm going to back off and play these 5 logs for you.
Decisions log 2379/2. Nothing out of the ordinary to report. Minor injuries, aches and pains from the more vulnerable crew members, and the usual bout of influenza you'd expect with so many people living in such close confines. It seems the current strain of influenza is becoming resistant to the vaccines we've developed on board. Only thing of note was a minor injury to one of the survey team. Gottlieb sustained a minor laceration. He was taking a mineral sample on a nearby asteroid. The suit got braids, but he managed to apply an emergency seal before anything serious happened. I only hope the sample he took was worth the scar it's gonna leave. Decisions log 2387/8. We have an emergency. The strain of influenza infecting the ship has become completely resistant to any vaccines or treatment we can find. 13% of the ship's population has now succumbed to the infection, and so far 8 have died. I've initiated emergency measures on quarantining the infected. The epidemiologist, Dr. Monroe, is working around the clock to find a solution. I'm sure she'll come up with a cure before long. Decisions log 2463/5. Dr. Monroe made a discovery that has filled me with dread. This contagion doesn't derive from the influenza epidemic. It's altogether more alien than that. The contaminant has no human origin. It comes from Gottlieb, the scientist who was injured a few days ago. Whatever mineral he was taking a sample of must have got into his blood. It's mutated into some kind of virulent pathogen. Monroe is unable to isolate the microorganism that's causing it. It spreads fast. Quarantine hasn't worked and people are starting to panic. We're doing our best to come up with a counteragent, but I'm not sure we have the resources. Precision's log 2499/9. We are lost. Monroe died 2 days ago, and any chance we had of finding a cure for this epidemic died with her. Half the ship's population is already dead, and 98% of those remaining are infected. Teams are working around the clock to vent the bodies into space, but they're piling up so quickly. The riots haven't helped. People are panicking, angry, don't know what to do. When you see your family die, I guess you just get desperate. I don't know what to do. Suppose I should do my job, but it's no use. At least I've avoided an infection. For now. Decisions log 2501/7. I knew I wasn't going to avoid contracting this thing forever. I'm one of the last. This place is so quiet now. Used to teem with life, and now there's just silence along the empty corridors. I should probably go for one last walk. While I still can.
Okay, so that's all 5 logs. It's quite a sad story, obviously. I mean, it looks like they've contracted a nasty disease from some of the ore that they've been mining. And it swept through the ship pretty quickly. I mean, obviously, if we went to different planets, we wouldn't have any immunity to the microbes there. So this is all too realistic. And it's pretty scary. I mean, we've got to figure out where the rest of these ships have gone to and figure out what happened to those crews. But I mean, I really like these additions to Elite, and I think it's really cool that they're putting these things out here to discover. Hats off to Commander Lexic Meads. He was the first person to discover this. I'll put a link in the description below to the original Reddit post. You guys can go there and see how it's discovered for yourselves. So, you know, all these clues are out there to find some more stuff. Hopefully some more commanders are going to find some really cool things that we can pop out to and see in the future. Okay, that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you with more Elite on another time. Thanks for watching. Stay foxy. Bye-bye.